Soy una química con los corazones, toda la poesía la convierto en canciones. Soy como la varita mágica de Berlín, con espíritu rebelde como Houdini, tomando su martini, viviendo chicas en bikini, paseando en su Lamborghini.
Welcome back, people. Welcome to a new cooking with cannabis recipe. Even though in this recipe we won't really be cooking anything, what I want to show you today is the medical benefits of juicing raw cannabis and what you could do, like for example with a male plant, which a lot of people they tend to throw out. You know, I had these plants growing in my indoor medical grow, and one of them turned male, and you know, instead of throwing it out, you can do what I'm going to do right now, which is juice the leaves, which are, you know, not that very high in THC at all. Doing this little juicing technique won't get you high, but these leaves right here, they're loaded in cannabinoids, which have anti-inflammatory effects, immunomodulating effects, a lot of health benefits that you would, you know, get a lot better than just smoking cannabis or using cannabis oil, but it won't get you high. So this is strictly medicinal right here. To make your juice a little taste better, what I have right here, well, obviously a juicer to make it with, which is essential to make this recipe because, yeah, it's a juicing recipe and that. However, I got 5 carrots right here, you know, good sized. I got right here an orange, which I'm going to juice up and use the orange juice from here. You know, carrots, they're high in beta carotene and a lot of medical other things that you can use up. You know, you look them up. However, I'm not going to sit here and explain all the medical benefits of each fruit and vegetable I'm putting into the juice. You can look at it yourself. However, I chose, you know, a good amount of vegetables here and fruit that have some good medicinal benefits, each one for their own, you know, type of little bullshits. So let's go on with it. 5 carrots, an orange right here, which obviously everyone knows the medical benefits of oranges, which are high in vitamin C and so forth. I got some celery right here. These are real good for your heart. Also, a lot of more medicinal benefits in them. I got some ginger right here, just a 2-inch piece. I got some garlic. I got 2 garlic cloves. I mean, you can decide to omit from your juice and adding to your juice the garlic and the ginger if that's not your taste. But they both have extremely good medical benefits, so I would add them if I were you. Over here, we got 2 tomatoes. Tomatoes are very high in lycopene and other medicinal substances, so 2 tomatoes. Got right here an apple. I'm not very sure the medicinal benefits of apples. I never looked it up to tell you the truth, but I'm adding one in just for the sweetness of it. You know, hell, whatever. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to start prepping everything up. Let me just cut up these to make it easier for it to fit into the juicer, and let me juice up this orange. Let me do all that, and then we'll move up to our cannabis plant. Okay, you know, so I finished cutting up all my vegetables and my fruit right here. I just sized them up a little bit, you know, just you know, be able to fit them into the juicer without struggling with it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to move over to this cannabis plant right here. This is a male plant that I had to remove from my grow room to avoid that it, you know, fertilize my other females. And a lot of people, they throw this out, like I said, but damn, you could do a lot of things with this. You know, you could grab these leaves and juice them. The juice within these leaves are very, very high in cannabinoids. You know, CBD is one of the major components in the leaves. They're not very high in THC whatsoever, so this recipe is not going to get you high. This is strictly medicinal. And it's kind of cute because I even have a tomato plant growing in here. You see that? I got to plant this thing. Look at that. From all that compost, you know, that I pulled out of the yard, it obviously had some tomato seeds in it, so I just had one growing. However, what we're going to do, we're just going to cut these down, and excusez-moi on the little disclaimer that I put at the beginning of the video, but apparently there's been a lot of marijuana haters who have been age restricting my videos, which is perfectly fine. But I just placed that disclaimer at the beginning of the video to clarify things, if you know what I mean, because there's a lot of people who are either brainwashed by the government that won't even, you know, entertain the idea of cannabis being a natural medicine, which is harmless and the most versatile medicinal plant on the planet, as a matter of fact. So what we're going to do, we're just going to grab these. You want about 10 to 20 cannabis leaves, you know, for your juice. I'm making a juice for like 2 people, so we're just going to pull these off and give them a little wash down, even though, you know, I don't really have to wash anything off of these because I've never used pesticides or anything like that. So just to pull off the dirt from them and stuff. So let me just do that, you know. Okay, so I finished pulling off all of my leaves off my cannabis plant right here. I just pulled them all off. I know that I told you 10 to 20 leaves, but hey, I pulled them all off and then I'm juicing them all. Whatever, you have in excess, you can always put in your freezer and freeze up as cubes, as ice cubes, and later use in your juice afterwards in another day or whatever. You want the amount of at least a shot glass per person, of cannabis juice in each person's juice. So let's move on with this. We're just going to grab these leaves right here. Just simple, Just throw them in this juicer. Get that nice in there. And turn it on. Okay, as you can see right here, cannabis leaves do not, yield a lot of juice, like I said. So what you want to do, you want to just collect everything that's been thrown on the bottom of this juicer. Just throw it out. Yeah, excuse me for the little orange bits in there, but I just juiced a carrot through it. Perfectly fine. What we're going to do, we're just going to run this one more time through the juicer. Actually, you can run it a few times more just to get all that juice out, Okay, let's just grab all of this, all this shredded up leaf material. Just run it one more time in there to make sure we get all that juice out of it, Okay, that's about good. Like I said, you see here, leaves do not yield a lot of juice, but that right there is a concentrate right here of cannabinoids and everything, so that's real good. What we're going to do just to make it taste better, because if you can go ahead and drink it like this if you want to, just pound it in a shot glass, but it's going to taste like wheatgrass. I don't know. Wheatgrass have a lot of medicinal properties by itself. I don't know if you guys ever tried to have some wheatgrass. I mean, there's some people that like it, just drinking it like that. Other people that taste like they just mowed their lawn and just had a juice of their, lawnmower bag or something. However, let's move on with it. What we're going to do, we're just going to grab all this now. Just going to start off with our carrots right here. Oh, yeah. There's a little retarded juicer right here, so I got to put that bowl under there. Let's just grind up our carrots. Okay, there we go. We're done with our carrots. I think you pretty much got it from here, I'm just going to finish juicing all this up. I'm going to have to cut these down a little bit, because, my juicer has a small mouth in here to put in their ingredients in. So I'm just going to juice everything up, and then we'll get back to you. Okay, so we finished juicing everything up. I got all this waste material, if you want to put it like that, from everything I juiced up. If you wanted to, you could run it for a second time through your juicer. But, the important part is the cannabis leaves that we got going on right here, and we already did that with those. So what we're going to do, we're just going to mix all this real nice. Just like that, just to, incorporate all the juices all together. And then I got this orange that I just juiced up. I just used a regular squeeze juicer for this. Let's just dump that in there. And then there we go. Okay, nothing left to do right here, except for serving it. I just got these glasses. I put some ice up in there. And just pour some of this in here, Okay, this juicer does happen to make a mess. Excuse me for that. But here you go. You got your 2 cannabis juices right here, which have been infused with a lot of other vegetables and fruits that have the good medicinal properties by their own. Oh, there you go. Here, let me just switch it to her. Try it out. Now I'll record her trying a taste of it. There you go. Remember, this is strictly medicinal. It's not meant as a tasty-ass juice. So... What, it actually tastes pretty good?
It does. It's a little bitter, but good.
Well, yeah. Well, you can add some sugar or some honey into it if you feel like, you want a little bit more of...
perfect.
How do you
say? A little
say?
bitter, but perfect.
Well, like I said, it's not supposed to be, for recreation. This is supposed to be strictly medicinal. And here, I'll give you back the thing right here. Let me taste it myself and see what's up. Oh, actually, this tastes pretty good. I don't know where you say it's bitter. Maybe it's just me, because I like all kinds of crap like cloves of garlic that I eat like chips and stuff like that. But like I said,
it's healthy though,
Oh, this is definitely healthy. This is just a health bomb, if you know what I mean. Plus, you can make this juice however the way you want to. You can add the vegetables or the fruits that you feel like adding. And this is just what I have sitting there, and I felt like doing it like this tonight. However, check this out. Like I said, powerful little fucking health drink, if you want to put it like that. Cannabis, smoking it is already good for you. The oil is the best you can get. Tinctures, how do you put it? Concentrates, they're even better. This right here is not psychoactive whatsoever, but if you're already using cannabis for your health, this can be a little addition that you can add to your diet, especially if you have meal plants coming out in your grow room and you want to just throw them out, or even the fan leaves from your female plants. You could just cut them down, even if you're not going to use them right away. Store them in the freezer, juice them up, have yourself a nice smoothie or a nice juice drink like this, and you'll see the medical benefits. Till next time, we'll see you.
Quello che dico è anche tu. Cambia la tua merda che non puoi fare niente per cambiare quello che c'è nella gente. Ma allo stesso tempo io penso da solo quello che posso fare per la mia vita.